Hello everyone, this is Mr. Relbaronin here again, and it's time that we learn E-Honda. This guy is way cooler than I expected him to be. He's kind of a character that's always in Street Fighter, but everyone overlooks. But not this time. I think there's going to be a big wave of Honda players surely coming up. In this video, we're going to go over his strengths and weaknesses, his main buttons and combos and game plan strategies and stuff. And then we're going to take what we've learned and try him out online. Generally, it seems like he's a lot more interesting of a character than he usually is. He's got this sun buff that he can use to anytime he goes into the 100 hand slaps, it extends it so that he can go into combos off of it. So he gets lots and lots of easy meterless combos, and he's just got a lot of interesting links and connections and kind of setups and stuff that I wouldn't have expected a simple sumo guy like him to have. Does that mean to say? I don't know. But he's hella cool, and let's get straight into it. So, his pokes, both of his standing and crouching, are both nicely long-reaching. These are full-on, decent reaching pokes. They're super good, super safe at only -1, so you can stagger these together, or particularly the crouching one, super easily. And yeah, that's about it. They're good pokes. The standing one also has a target combo, light punch into medium punch, and this will knock down the opponent and leads to a lot of his main kind of ways you go into combos. You can cancel this into other special moves, like you can cancel into a headbutt, or particularly you can go into your 100 hand slaps, which does a nice little bit of damage and sets up perfectly for some of the setups he likes to go for. And in the corner it can also lead to juggles. So it's really cool, really great target combo, and it is also special cancelable. Drive rush cancelable, of course, if it's special cancelable, just to keep it safe from anyone trying to drive impact you. So really good lights already. Now let's go to his light kicks. His standing light kick is actually his fastest button. That's his 4-framer, and it has pretty decent range for a 4-framer standing light kick. Unfortunately, is not a low despite how low he kicks you, but it's really good, and you can do the Daigo stuff off of it. You can drive rush cancel it into pokes. So you can do stuff like, I think you can do this. Come on. Or extend the combo further, but it can be drive rush cancelled into buttons, which is an important thing for a lot of people. Crouching light kick is also pretty good, but I guess the only real difference is that it's 1 frame slower and actually will hit low. You can chain it into itself and also into crouching light punch, because I don't think it can be cancelled into specials, but you just do 2 of it or 1 of it into your crouching light punch, and then you can easily confirm into 100 hand slaps and go for strike throw, whatever you like. Medium punch is a nice long-reaching 10 frame medium punch that is plus on block. So one of his standout buttons for sure. Long range, plus on block, is +4, which means you can combo it into his standing light kick, which we just talked about. So he can easily do confirms like this just from it, and if the opponent blocks it, well then, you can go into other stuff because you're +1. You can use your nice long-reaching 5-frame or 4-frame normals that there's just nothing that they can do about it. Or you can just loop it into itself if you really feel like bullying them. And also, not only is it a really good plus on block normal, it's also a cancelable plus on block normal, which, some characters, they don't have too many plus normals, and if they do, it's not going to be cancelable, kind of like Jamie. But no, Honda has this really nice, long-reaching, decently fast plus on block normal that can also lead into combos. And it's also cancelable, so I can dash cancel or go into a drive impact to keep it safe. There's really no risk to using this move at all, and its recovery also is only 13 frames, so even if you do this against the drive impact, you'll recover in time to go for drive impact without even having to cancel it. It's just a really solid button, and I love it. It's really good. Crouching medium punch is also good, but it can't be as amazing as the standing medium punch. It also has the great range, but it doesn't have the frame data. It's not +4 on hit, and it's not plus on block, but it's there, it exists, and it is also cancelable, so yeah, cool. Standing medium kick is another interesting attack. It has surprisingly decent range. It kind of looks like the range would just be the end of his leg, but because he takes that little step forward, it does actually reach at decent distances, and also it can be +4 on block, which also means you can link into your light kick into 100 hand slaps or whatever. or even sumo headbutts if you've got the charge. So a really, really good standing medium kick that's like linkable into some of your key buttons. On block, it's also safe at -3. And yeah, that's kind of this button. It's pretty simple. It can't be cancelled, but it's good for pokes and it can link into your stuff. Crouching medium kick is kind of below average in terms of crouching medium kicks. At least it's safe, but it can't be cancelled and doesn't have the greatest range. I would rather just use my other pokes that aren't lows, like my standing medium punch. And even though a low poke is really good for catching people walking away, he does have other good low pokes, which we'll get to moving on. So I don't think there's much use for the crouching medium kick. Heavy punch is this big overhead chop. Well, it's not actually an overhead, but you know what I mean. It's special cancelable, but only if you are in this sun state. So if I have this sun up, I can actually cancel it into my 100 hand slaps, or even into my my clap. I can cancel into things, but usually I cannot, and it's just a poke. Oh, actually, I can cancel it. Never mind. But only on block? No, the cancel window is just weird. Never mind, I take that back. It's just this one. So it's cancelable into specifically the 100 hand slaps, but not into a drive rush. Okay, I don't know where I was getting the information wrong, but the cancel window is so weird. Like, I'm mashing forwards and sometimes it comes out and sometimes it doesn't. Whatever, take that all back. It's a nice long-reaching poke that's only 8 frames, and for like a heavy punch that reaches this far, 8 frames is pretty ridiculous. And now, considering that it's also cancelable, I really like this. Oh, I think I see what it is. It can't be cancelled on its late frames. So if I hit it from over here, I can't cancel it. But does that still apply if I'm in this? Ah, so that's what changes. When you're in the sumo spirit, you can cancel it on the late frames, but over here, if I hit it with the end of the move, it just cannot be cancelled. I see, it's making more sense now. Which also means that as an anti-air, it's pretty useful. Because as you can see, he starts the chop at the top of his head, so if someone's jumping at you, you can chop him out of the sky pretty well. It doesn't lead to a forced knockdown, unfortunately, but you can maybe try to go for some 100 hand slaps, or into a sumo headbutt, maybe, to kind of make it advantageous. That could be interesting. And or you could if you're doing it, you could go for like, yeah, I don't know, maybe drive rush or whatever. But all in all, it's a decent button, and when you're in your sumo spirit mode, it's even better because you can actually cancel it into things more easily. Crouching heavy punch is also interesting, and it also is kind of unique and variable. It's a really long-reaching kind of a way for Honda to approach, because he steps in while he does it. So he can like just throw this out and you're really getting close to them. It's totally safe at -3, and it's plus what on hit? Just +3, so you don't get to combo into anything, unfortunately, but you are left right in their face, so you can go for command grabs or throws or whatnot. And it also changes when you go into the sumo spirit state. Because when I go into it, usually it's not cancelable, but now I actually can cancel it into my 100 hand slaps. And sorry, now when I'm not in it, as you can see, I cannot cancel it into the 100 hand slaps. Just doesn't work. So that's one good thing about the sumo spirit, is that now I can. And it's pretty decently easy to hit confirm as well, as long as you practice it. So that's a nice one of his like longer reaching pokes. Heavy kick is another interesting move. It's double hitting if you're up close, kind of like Juri's medium kick. And the first hit has a lot of hit advantage, just like Juri. So you can go into these like slow combo launching stuff that he has. So if you know that this is gonna hit, maybe you're punishing something, you can go for this and just know it's gonna connect. Otherwise, you can also cancel off of the second hit, which is unique, and most double hitting moves don't have that ability. So I can either do both hits and then go into an easy 100 hand slap, hit confirm. The first hit can go into more slow stuff like this, but after a drive rush, it can also after a drive rush, the drive rush impacts both of the hits, so I can do it, and then it will combo into the launcher. So an interesting attack, maybe can be used for far away anti-air as well, because it's also 8 frames, just like your chop. So maybe if the opponent's jumping from this distance, you can kick him out of the sky, whereas if they're above your head, you can want to use this chop instead. So seems interesting, is pretty good for combo filler as well, like in this combo we were doing here. That's only possible because of its first hit. So it leads to some good stuff, and just being this fast, long-reaching poke that is cancelable off of both hits means that, you know, it's safe to drive impacts, and you can just easily get corner carry and confirms off of it. No problemo. Crouching heavy kick is kind of like an okay sweep. It is slightly safer than some other characters' sweep, but it is still -10 and doesn't have the most pushback, so maybe you'll be safe, but it's still kind of risky. But on the other hand, we have this different low, which I suggest you go for a lot more, because if the opponent blocks it, it's a bunch safer at only -5, so if we are further away, how do I get him far away? As you can see, from this kind of distance, -5 is totally safe, because a 4-frame button is not going to hit you from this far away. So it's a really cool low, and as you can see, it's +1, so nothing ridiculous. You can go for your throws at most of the distances it leaves you at if you just take a little step forwards. But what's really good about this is, you know, it's a long-reaching low. It can just be used like in neutral, but what I really like about it that makes it even better is that it's really good after drive rush. As you can see there, it is a super momentum holder. Look how far he just like instantly teleports across the screen when he uses this. Like, he's just instantly on top of the opponent. I can be like 3/4 of the screen away, and this just somehow magically hits them. And when I go for it after drive rush, it becomes +7, which means that I can easily combo into, I don't know, what would I like to combo into? Even just like my standing light. And get the classic combos I've been going for the whole time. But it's just a phenomenal drive rush button. Unfortunately, if they do block it, it's not plus, but it is super safe and you're close to them, and so just pray that you don't die. So that's a really crazy way. Like because Honda's kind of, his game plan is that he kind of sits around and like waits for the opponents to do something and punish them, and then, you know, he's like the waiter character. But if you have the ability to just randomly do this and teleport across the screen in like unreactable fashion, that's kind of cool. I like it. And yeah, now that's all of his buttons. As for jump-ins, like most characters, jumping heavy kick is really good, and jumping medium kick, okay, is apparently not good for cross-up, so you have to do the butt slam with jumping light kick for a cross-up. And jumping heavy punch is kind of just active for a really long time, so you can kind of do like jumps and then do this really late. Well, this is jump neutral heavy punch. So as you can see, I can kind of throw it out and he kind of lands down on them, and it's super plus, so I can easily combo off of it. But the forwards jump heavy punch seems like it's this other kind of slap, but it doesn't really seem to have the greatest hitbox. So yeah, I would stick with, oh, jump neutral medium punch, or like just jumping medium punch looks really good for a deep jump in. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna stick with the jumping heavy kick because they tend to work really well all the time. His drive impact is pretty decently long reaching, just a micro step in from round start distance. And as you mentioned, his drive rush is surprisingly good and fast, particularly if you combine it with buttons that have a lot of drive rush momentum. He can just teleport across the screen with this thing, so that's really good. And now let's go into his specials. And I think the most fitting one to start with is going to be the 100-hand slap. Now it's just down back punch. Light version 12 frames, medium version is a bit slower, and the heavy version is really slow, but none of them actually naturally lead to combos. They're all only +2 on hit, which does mean that they are just really solid ways to confirm off of buttons. If I just do 3 little pokes, it's the easiest thing in the world just to go down back punch and I'm +2, which means that I can press my medium punch, which is really good, and I'm plus again, so I can press another normal. And if I'm a bit closer, then I can just do a little walk forwards into a throw. If I do a button that links into the medium version, you're left a little bit closer, so you don't have to do a little less of a throw. And the heavy one is basically just more damage. And these are also really good to use after your light medium punch target combo, because you can see there, I'm just doing the heavy version of the 100 hand slap. It does a nice chunk of damage and leads to a good knockdown. And it's a really cool way of setting up into my big butt slam as just a super simple confirm. And yeah, they're good. The OD version has even some more slaps, and it actually becomes +4 finally, which means you can link it to your crouching light punch or your standing light kick. So anytime I go for this, if I get it like off of some kind of medium or something, I can easily just go into something else. Now, the same thing applies to the OD version. They're all kind of really unsafe. Actually, what? Okay, apparently the light one is the only one that's -4. I thought it was -8 as well. So I take that back about the light one. The light one's really good for cancelling off after light buttons because it's so quick. And it's also apparently kind of safe depending on like what opponent you're facing against, because it's only -4. Some 4-frame buttons may not hit them, like Lily's 4-frame will not hit Honda at this range. So that's kind of crazy actually. And then the OD version is -3, so it's totally safe. So you can really just go into this off of some button like your standing medium punch, because it's such a good button. You can just cancel into this and it'll either combo, or if they block, then you're just safe. Cool. Now, what gives them their unique properties is when you go into the Sumo Spirit. Sumo Spirit is down, down kick, and you get this little hand symbol at the top left of the screen beside your drive gauge. And this basically mainly acts to improve all of your 100 hand slaps, because it gives them this extra slap at the end where he conks you over the head, and it makes them all +4 on the regular version. So that means you can treat them all like the OD version, where you can combo off. Oops. And it also adds extra properties to some of your attacks. Like we mentioned, the standing and crouching heavy punch can now be cancelled into the sumo slaps, which they didn't used to be able to. So that just adds a lot of utility and easy combo ability off of some of his main pokes. So going into the Sumo Spirit whenever you can is definitely going to be beneficial. Because as you can look at this damage that I get off of just like a little poke into a confirm for a free combo that just consumes one resource that I can build easily. It's like, that's a nice solid chunk of damage. And that's basically the 100 hand slaps. It's worth mentioning that when the light one is at -4, that means if the opponent is in burnout, it will be like 0. And the OD version, if you use that against a person in burnout, you'll be +1. So that could be interesting to abuse. And yeah, that's basically the 100 hand slaps in a nutshell. They're useful just as confirms after your lights, or if you have the buff on, then you get to get more extensions off of them. And also in the corner, the light version juggles them long enough to go for like follow-up juggles, either using your OD butt slam or even a level 1, I believe. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, cool stuff. They're really useful and kind of your default special move. But also, speaking of default special moves, another one that's very worth mentioning is the Sumo Headbutt, where he flings himself across the screen, flying across, he's at tons of active frames, treats himself like a projectile, and just absolutely bonks and goes for it. So this thing has a lot of stuff that's really good for it. One, it travels super quickly if you use the heavy punch version. Unfortunately, it is a charge input, which is a little bit annoying for me that's not too used to charge input characters. But look at this heavy version. It travels so quickly across the screen. And the OD version also has armor, I believe, which is just like next level ridiculousness, which means you can just go, oh, projectile, no thank you, no ma'am. We are not dealing with those projectiles today, I'm just going, punished. So it's ridiculous. And not only is it like ridiculous in that it's you know, really good in neutral for just flinging yourself towards the opponent, getting a knockdown, which, you know, I can do 2 dashes afterwards, so I get a lot of corner carry. And I'm still plus, and then we're basically straight in the corner after 1 headbutt. But also, I mean, you probably have seen this by now, but this thing on block is -4. They are all -4. Whether you do it from super far away, whether you do the light version, this thing is going to be -4. And it, oh my god. Which means it's safe, because look at the pushback that this thing has. 4-frame buttons are not reaching at this distance. He's totally safe from this full screen headbutt that travels extremely fast, can be armored. The armored version though is punishable, so do be careful of that you are actually gonna hit them or punish a projectile. But this thing is just ridiculous, man. Which means like if you've got the charge, you can use it after pokes as a safe way to go after combos. And another big thing is if I turn replenish off our resources here. Check what happens if I just, you know, I'm doing some pressure against poor Luke here. Every time I do a sumo headbutt, it takes an entire drive gauge from him, whether it's the light version, the heavy version, or what. It like takes a massive chunk of his drive gauge. The light one does a little bit less, but it's still a ginormous chunk. So, like, you would think his 100-hand slaps are the main way he's gonna deplete the opponent's drive gauge with all the hits. Nah, all he has to do is like knock the opponent down. If he gets a punish counter or anything into a combo, then goes for this, then suddenly they're just missing a bunch of their drive gauge. So they either, choose to get hit by it or lose a big chunk of their drive gauge. So you're gonna really quickly put people into burnout with this character. Which is why it's worth mentioning that stuff like this are plus. And that also means that when you use your headbutt in burnout, it becomes 0. So it's totally neutral. It's like, it's a crazy move, guys. Crazy, crazy, crazy move. And like, of course, when they're in burnout, tons of his stuff becomes super strong. But let's keep talking about special moves. And I think that's all we have to talk about Sumo Headbutt. Really good in neutral, really good on block because of how much it depletes drive gauge. And also, it's a really good way of ending combos because it's a nice chunk of damage. Let me stop him blocking everything right now. Like a simple combo like this, like we showed before. Sumo Headbutt does a nice chunk at the end of the combo, then you can dash in for some corner carry, whereas usually after a light poke, I would just go into my sumo slaps, but then going into a medium headbutt does a bunch more damage and you get a knockdown. And from this knockdown, you can kind of use it as a way to go into your sumo spirit, but it's safe, but you're not plus, so just be careful of that. So yeah, that's Sumo Headbutt. It's pretty ridiculous. What next? Let's talk. We already mentioned the sumo buff. It's just how you get that symbol on the top of the screen that gets you a bunch of extra effects and lets you combo off of your 100-hand slaps. Other than that, we have, I guess we can talk about this kind of run that he has, a command walk. It doesn't really act as a command walk like Kimberly or Ken's though, because he can't cancel it early. It's kind of just like a stance in which he can go for combo enders or combo launchers, depending on how much hit stun you have off of your attack that goes into it. So it's a good way. There are 2 follow-ups, by the way. You just go down forward kick, and you can either just press your punches, and you'll get this string, or you can press down and punch, and they'll get launched into the air, which you can follow up with the butt slam. And basically the regular punch string is just really, really good for corner carry. Like if I do this from completely mid-screen, dash in, we're in the corner. Instantly in the corner from that one hit. So tons and tons of corner carry. And also, the first 2 hits, if I don't do the follow-up in that final hit, I'm totally safe. So I can cancel stuff into this. It's a little bit gimmicky, but just being able to cancel stuff into another safe special move in combination with this, which is -4, this, which is -4, this, which is -3, but you have to spend, oh no, not that, sorry. This, which is -3. But this, you can just cancel and just keep yourself safe. So maybe if I've accidentally think, oh, I'm gonna go for combo, oh wait, I messed it up, let me just keep myself safe, you can. And then if you do notice that they do get hit by those first 2 slaps, oh, just press it again, then you get the knockdown. Super cool. And if you have something with a lot of hit stun, like maybe the first hit of your heavy kick, you can go into the launching version, which is also obviously useful in the corner, because then you can go into these juggles that we were doing before. And it leads to a lot of combo potential. Pretty cool. Then he's also got this Oicho throw, which is just half circle back kick, so same input as Manon, but with kicks. It works similarly to Zangief's in that the different strength of the button just changes the damage and distance in which it can hit. So from this range, like the heavy won't connect, but the light one will. but they're all 7 frames, so a bit slower than the average command grab in this game. But hey, it's still a command grab and it still leads to great mix. And that actually reminds me, I forgot to mention 2 of his command normals. Diagonal down forward kick is this kind of stomp move, and you can also cancel it after your medium punch. And it's an overhead, it's safe, so it's really good, but also you can cancel it as it comes out. And the main thing that people cancel this into is the throw. So before they get hit by the overhead, you just conk them with this throw and get a nice chunk of damage. It's a really cool mix-up. And then I think the last special move we have is the clap, but I just want to check if we don't accidentally miss something. Headbutt, oh yeah, we've got to talk about the super sumo smash and the clap. Let's do the clap first. It's actually an interesting special move that's better than I thought it would be, or better than I knew it was. I don't know how to say that, but it's +3 on hit, and the input is just down punch. So you can really easily get this like off of any pokes and stuff. It easily combos off after lights, even after mediums of course as well, but you're +3 right in the opponent's face. Which means that actually makes your slow command grab like guaranteed, or not guaranteed, but you know, like it can't be mashed out of. So it sets you up in the perfect position to go for your throw or just general strike throw, because come on, this close, I can use my plus on block normals or my fast normals, and I'm +3, so I really have a lot of time to like do some things that are even a little bit slower than I would normally go for if I'm plus in the opponent's face. So it's just a really cool thing that is also, as I'm about to mention, totally safe on block. I feel like this is becoming a recurring theme with Honda, which means this is kind of something that I will buffer into even more than the 100 hand slaps, because even though this is like -4 and kind of good on hits to easy confirm into, it's +2. This one is just 1 frame better. It's 1 frame safer and 1 frame more plus, and leaves me super close to the opponent, and it actually makes it so that my command grab is actually like a real threat. So it's a pretty crazy special move. It also deletes projectiles. If you clap onto a projectile, the hitbox for destroying the projectile is actually quite big. It's basically that whole splash effect and not just where his hands connect. So really good for deleting projectiles, and of course as you do it, he takes a step forward, so you delete a projectile and move in on them. And yeah, it's just really cool. Leaves you super plus in their face. And one thing that's also really cool about it is that when you're in your sumo spirit, you can cancel it into your 100 hand slaps. So I can do this into this, and it cancels. Does it not go into the heavy one? Okay, you have to go into the medium version of the 100 hand slaps. But that is just so good. Not only like there is like a lot of things that are good about this, and I don't want to ramble too long, but just the fact that you have this like awesome thing that you can just buffer into that's totally safe or just really good on its own, but then it also gives me basically a 2-hit hit confirm from any of my single buttons. So I can just do this into this, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that has definitely hit. I can go into my 100 hand slaps and extend my combos now super easily. I don't have to like hit confirm a single button into my 100 hand slaps. I can just do it into the clap, and then that cancels into my 100 hand slaps. Oops. And also, you can cancel into level 3, obviously. But I don't know, this just seems like it has so much potential. And like over my pokes, I can make it like a 3-hit hit confirm, or even a 4-hit hit confirm. Maybe just 3. Into the 100 hand slaps for super easy hit confirms. I don't know, it just seems so cool. So cool. I love this slap. And then the last special move, oh wait, the OD version? Okay, it doesn't exist. I was about to ask, what is the OD version? I'm not even aware. That's because it doesn't exist. Now, final attack is the butt slam. This is kind of interesting. It has a lot of applications and a lot of different uses. Firstly, it can be used as an anti-air. If my opponent is jumping in the sky or jumping at me, and I've been holding down back because, you know, maybe if we're in neutral, I'm going to be holding down back a lot, so I'm ready to go for my sumo headbutt, which is also, by the way, a good anti-air. But if I'm holding down back and the opponent jumps at me, well, I can go for this because he flings himself into the sky and just knocks him out. Also, the OD version is invincible against aerial attacks, so it's a proper, like, DP if you spend meter on it. Which is really cool. It's kind of like his own special flask kick, but with an ass. Haha, get it? Flask kick. So funny. But also, it is really good in combos. Like, after I do this launcher, you can easily go into it. It does a nice chunk of damage, has a knockdown that leaves you right in front of the opponent, so that's awesome. And also you can, so goodness me, you can use it for Oki. So you can use it in neutral as an anti-air, you can use it in combos as a great damaging knockdown, you can also use it on knockdown as its own Oki. Because if you weren't aware, the falling butt part is plus on block, and it can be anywhere from +1 to +3, I believe, depending on how the opponent gets hit by it. And it's also an overhead, so the opponent now has to react to this overhead that's plus on block, just absolutely annihilating them as they wake up. And not only can you like go for this plus on block overhead, you can also hold forwards or backwards to change how far it goes. So if I do this and holds forwards, as you can see, I cross over to the other side. But if I hold back, he barely even hits Luke. So you can really change the distance that he goes with this, which means that depending on what the knockdown is, this can potentially lead to cross-ups. See, was that a cross-up? It didn't say cross-up, but it was on the other side. So it's an overhead that can switch sides with the opponent depending on how you get a knockdown. I'm not entirely versed with how to change sides or what setups go into what, but there's a lot of potential for tricky mix. Also, depending on what button you press, he like halts in the sky for longer before he slams down with his butt, so it makes it hard for the opponent to perfect parry it, and it's a crazy move. And also, I think the OD version on punish counter like has some kind of weird bounce, or maybe it's not even the OD version, just all of them. Yeah, it bounces the opponent if it's a punish counter. So if they try to press something or you punish them, you can just easily combo into like any button, which also means you can go into your combo starters. So like this. Damn it, just get the first hit. Nope. Just because that worked as a punish counter, which is so crazy because this can honestly be something you throw out in neutral because it just is so ridiculous, so quickly moving that it's really hard for the opponent to counter. And also when they're looking out for the sumo headbutt, it is honestly something worthwhile trying to throw out in neutral, and the fact that you can combo off of it on punish counter, it's just ridiculous. So that is now all of Honda's special moves. His supers, level 1, it's just, you know, classic invincible super. Unfortunately pushes the opponent kind of full screen, so you do have to like drive rush in and use this amazing drive rush we were talking about before. Hopefully they get hit by it, or you can just drive rush in with your medium punch, but it's a little less meaty. Still only like 5 frames after they woke up though, and you're +7 after that, so it's no worries the distance as long as you have the drive gauge to do a drive rush in afterwards. Level 2 is like an overdrive version of his sumo headbutt, but unfortunately it also includes a charge input, so you have to do like hold back and then forward back forward with a kick. And of course it is also invincible, so it is going to be kind of cool to use in neutral like an OD version of your sumo headbutt, but I don't know if it's worthwhile spending 2 bars on something that's a charge input and has potential to hit and also has potential to be very punishable. But hey, we'll see how it goes. Level 3 is down back punch, yeah. Which has an awesome animation and is really easy to combo into because you can just cancel it after any of your 100 hand slaps that you're inevitably going to be using a bunch in your combos. You can just cancel it super easily at the end of it into your level 3 for some extra easy to hit confirm damage. Easy peasy. Also the level 1, you know, you can use it after your pokes or also juggles in the corner. Whereas I don't think you can do that with the others. Or I guess, because you can cancel from that one you can, I suppose. Anyways, that is all of Honda's regular toolkit. Now let's talk about his combos we're going to be going for and then like the general game plan we get for going for them. So, as we mentioned, little poke, let's turn off that punish counter. Pokes can easily be hit confirmed into 100 hand slapped, which leaves you plus, so you can go for some walk up, strike throw, or just go for your plus on block normals like this standing medium punch. But the main point is that this one is really easy. If you have been holding down back for a while and you think you have the charge, you can also go for sumo headbutt, which will do more damage and give you a knockdown. And also, Not after 3 of them, but after 2, you can go into your clap, which leaves you really close to your opponent to go for some cheeky throw business with some crazy strike throw with your actual command grab. So those are all really good, and combos you can easily get after your pokes, even after your crouching light kick, because it links into your lights. And when we have our sun buff up, Sumo Spirit, sorry, whenever we go into these 100 hand slaps, you do a crouching light punch into your charged Sumo Headbutt, because you just hold down back while the slaps are coming out, and you'll get the charge no problemo. And it's nice damage even from like a simple combo like that. And that same principle will work from any time we get our 100 hand slaps from whatever combo we're going for. Comboing to this is just a really easy way of getting a combo ender, and it's solid damage. Off of our standing light punch, we can either cancel into our 100 hand slaps and then go in for a meaty butt slam. Excuse me, hello. To be plus and overhead and cross ups and just ridiculousness. Or if you've got the charge, of course, you can go into a Sumo Headbutt for a bit more damage. And yeah, I think those are the main options. Going into the Sumo Slaps is really just the easiest and the best. It's a solid chunk of damage too. If you're a drive rush, I suppose you can just go for like your drive rush into your standing medium punch again. And then that will link into your heavy, the first hit of your heavy kick. And then you cancel the heavy kick into down forward kick, and then down punches to get this extension into your butt slam by holding down throughout the entire thing. So anytime I'm going for a button into a drive rush, I can go for that pretty easily. Nice stuff. Or of course, you know, you can easily go into like 100 hand slap combos in the same way we were before. And off of a drive impact, what should we do there? I suppose just, yeah, any of the other combo routes, because we're left like close to the opponent, so we can go for, or I can just like, yeah, easily go into the launcher to get some good corner carry and a nice knockdown, or just go into anything 100 hand slappy. Interesting. Okay. And anytime I have a knockdown that puts the opponent far away, so like if I do these 100 hand slaps and I don't feel like going for the butt slam afterwards, I can use that long knockdown in order to build up my sun buff, which leaves me totally safe going for it. And it's not really a combo, but anytime we're like around this distance, we're kind of just holding down back and waiting for the opponent to do anything, then we can whack him with a headbutt or a butt slam. And if this one's a punish counter, we already mentioned that you can get a combo off of it with this route that we were going for before. And yeah, if you're spending meter in your combos, like you get a 100 hand slap, you get the exact same combo you get with the sun enhanced 100 hand slap. Just a poke into that. And also, if we have the buff up, we can cancel from our heavy punch. And okay, let's turn that off. Our heavy punch and our crouching heavy punch. And they can also cancel into the clap, which is really good because the clap then can now be cancelled into the 100 hand slap. So you just get even easier hit confirms into your 100 hand slap with more hits and more coolness. The clap we can also use after these. And in the corner, most of our combos are going to be pretty similar. The one thing that's kind of different is that if you go for a light punch, medium punch into your light 100 hand slaps, you can actually juggle them into an OD butt slam or a level 1. And punish counter for our puts them in a crumple state, so I imagine we can just drive rush afterwards for only 1 bar and go into the same launches we've been going for. You probably don't even need to do that because you're so close, yeah. So you can save the meter and just walk up. Nice stuff. Okay, this on punish counter, oh yeah, nice. Because this is a long reaching button, there is a chance you might get it as a punish counter. So after that I can go for what, I'm +7, so I can go for my standing light punch. Nice chunk of damage, good knockdown, build up my sun, and we get straight back to the same game plan we've been doing the whole time. I think that's all we need to know in order to play Honda. Like, just pokes, 100 hand slap extensions, same works as OD. Make sure you're holding down back when you're neutral to go for the headbutt or the butt slam. And when you ever get some kind of extended combo, like after drive rush or something, just heavy kick into forward kick and down forward kick into the launcher into the butt slam. And I think that's kind of everything. Oh, also, if the opponent is in the air and you go for the 100 hand slaps, when you have the buff on, it will bounce them, and then you get some extended combos like that in the corner. And I think you can get stuff going like that. Yeah, and then go for a sumo headbutt or something after that. For also easy damage. Anyways, that's Honda. I think combo-wise, he's pretty simple, not too complicated. And we just want to make sure we're focusing on when we're going for pressure, we just use all of our safe options and our sumo headbutt to deplete their drive gauge so that he gets instantly put into burnout as soon as I can get him there. And then when he's in burnout, most of my stuff is either like extremely safe or plus, like this clap is now plus. My 100 hand slap, the light version, is now like neutral. The OD version is plus. It's like, yeah, everything is neutral or plus when you're in drive. And he also has these plus on block normals, which will just become crazy plus on block in burnout. So we really want to make sure we are burning them out, which luckily shouldn't be too hard. Just look at this. Instantly in burnout. Now we can just abuse them with our amazing normals, our amazing specials. Like, what are they gonna do about this? Nothing much. That's the answer. So, let's try them out online. Let's see what we do. Okay. We gotta go against the classic for the first match. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? There's a lot of options to go for, but... I mean, surely on round start we just go for headbutt, right? Oh! Okay, he knew. Sometimes it is kind of safe against drive impacts. But only if it's done a lot earlier than... Yeah. Get out of that sky, bro. Okay. We did some slapping, we did some headbutting. Success. Thank you. Oh, too degenerate. Oh no, that didn't combo. Okay, but he went for a drive impact and it broke the armor. Cool, I'll take that. Thanks for saving my flopped combo. Okay, we did some stuff. Punches into 100 hand slaps and a bunch of headbutts is basically all we did, and a few drive impacts. So I want to switch it up. I want to try using the clap as well. Oh yeah, look at me deleting these projectiles. And I also want to really try using it on hit as well, because I feel like it's a really good option, how it leaves you so safe. And oh no! I was a little bit too far to use my heavy one there. Nope. Oh, okay. Standing light punch is not a great anti-air. Oh, damn it! And heavy punch didn't work either. Guess let's try using our... Oh, yeah, okay. So on sometimes it works, but they have to really focus on it, which I guess is good for me, because I don't have to worry about it too much at all. Oh, that actually connected. I did not think it would. Just a little slap. That's all we need. Okay, still didn't get to use the clap effectively, but the good thing about the clap is that you can just use it, and it's totally safe, but it doesn't matter if it works out perfectly. No, the... Oh. Oh my god. Ah. Wonder if you get something special after a crouching light punch. Get hit, bro. No! Okay, I should just use the medium or light version of my command grab. I'm too damage hungry. That's 2 whipped command grabs now. That's embarrassing. And they both would have worked if I just didn't do the... Oops, that is not the right thing. But also, yeah, I haven't used that at all, and that's kind of his main thing. Guys, some people think he's a boring, simple character, but I've played like nearly 2 full sets now, and I still didn't even get to use like his prime mechanic, the sunshine buff. Oh crap, okay, a DJ. I've only fought against one DJ before, and he absolutely kicked my ass. Oh, and I think... No, it definitely wasn't this guy, it was just the same color. So in this match, I'm gonna keep focusing on using the slap and actually using the light command grab afterwards so it connects, but also using my freaking sun charge, which is, you know, his main thing, and I just haven't been using it. That has 2 hits of armor. That is crazy, bro. Oh, damn it. I thought that overhead would have been cool at hitting him out of the air. Okay, that's super unsafe, so I'm glad he didn't punish it. Thanks, bro. Still haven't used the clap. I won't shut up until I do. Ouch. No! Let's just use the clap now. No! Damn it, and then I forgot what the input is for my goddamn command grab. Clap's not meant to happen, guys. It's not working out. Nice, okay. Was it that obvious that I was gonna jump there? I suppose. It was like, I know it's coming, I'm charging up, ready for it. Oh, damn. I wonder if he has safe jumps off of stuff like that. Oh, damn it. That was like not the best way that I could have gone. Now he's in burnout because of all these headbutts. And now they chip him out as well as being neutral on block. God, this guy is crazy. But he's so fun. You really, like that face he pulls at the end, that's the face I'm playing the entire time as I'm playing him. Hey, you just mashed on my plus frames? Kind sir, that is not very kind. Okay. Bro, how can he mash out of my command grab? Bro, I just want to test this. No. Cool. No! I meant to do that into the overhead. Yeah, this. Oh, whoa, that's like his fake jump. That's so cool. Oh, I'm so nearly dead from that. Damn it. Okay, I think we give up on the clap. There's good potential there, but for some reason, I'm messing it up, and it's taking too much brain power to be worthwhile. What? The perfect parry. Okay, how did you not get the easiest part of that? Quick punish afterwards, but you somehow got the parry? Damn, bro. What? That wasn't a punish counter? Okay. A lot of headbutts seems to be all we need. Screw the tactics and trying out new stuff, just headbutt. No! I messed up the punish, damn it. I was thinking about what do I get as my punish counter, but it's like this. That's my good punish counter button. No. Yeah, that's plus on here now. Let me just keep doing it. Oh. I could have gone into a level 3 there, but I just want to keep trying out stuff without, you know, being optimal, and that's totally why. Plus frames. Thank you, sir. That's 2 sets down. We still haven't achieved anything amazing, but we're somehow winning. Booyah. Ooh, a jury. Okay. Now this might be harder, because juries move around a lot and very quickly. But I guess, honestly, headbutt is really good for... Oh! I thought she was going to jump there. Ooh, nice. Okay. She's played jury before. Okay, wow. That was a very preemptive drive impact. Definitely beats my headbutt. What? Damn. And the anti-air to my sumo headbutt? I mean, my butt slam? Hey, finally, we did it. Okay, I can stop aiming for it now. Okay, she's kind of got the reactions. That nearly worked. I was a little scared. Oh, damn, I thought I could interrupt that. Ah, okay. She's just reacting with anything I do with the drive impact. I see how it is. So I should go for something more cancelable if I'm doing that dash in, especially when she's aiming for such a specific counter. Oh, I could have gotten a combo from that. Whoops. Mashing throw up to my crouching button? That's pretty risky, Oda. Ouch, yeah. Defensive options are not so great. I guess I have Actually, yeah, I have my headbutt. Headbutt does everything. Ouch, and now I'm in burnout, and that jump was really obvious. Oh, menacing walk up into a throw. Ouch, yeah. That can't be 2+. Nice, wow, she's really good at dealing with these moves. Never met someone that, or I didn't expect to meet someone that would be so good at dealing with every option I have. Nice. Ouch. She's playing really solid. Ah, and that one worked as well. Wow, okay, nice job to this jury player. You did everything that you could have perfectly done to counter a Honda, which is impressive because I personally have not fought against any Hondas. So if I fought against him, I'd probably get my ass beat. Okay, a Jamie versus a Honda. Another character with a dive kick, so hopefully we don't get totally demolished again, but we'll try our best. Oh no, there's sun in my eyes, I promise. I'm moving, okay. No, ma'am. Ah. This kid. Throw your back. Ow. Yeah, okay. Tried to cancel the overhead into the throw, but it didn't work. Nice. I love that conversion. It's so cool. So much up and down and up and down. Beautiful. Oh, nice. Okay. No, I thought I could get the butt slam, but I guess I didn't have the charge for long enough. Bro, this guy is so degenerate. And I'm talking about my character, not my opponent. That would be mean. Bro. I kind of feel bad, but also, hey, that's sumo style. That's how we do it. I'm just using my moves. I'm sorry. Boom! But yeah, really, I'm still kind of in shell shock. Not shell shock. Surprise. Trauma. That's a bit intense, eh? From that jury player that knew how to deal with every one of my ridiculous moves. Whoa, whoa, hey, bro. Yeah, that does not work as an anti-air. I gotta use this. Oh, oh, and I still get the punish counter bounce? I did not know that. Booyah. No! How did that not 3 pokes come out? Bro, my hands, they reach far, but sometimes I really overestimate how far they reach. Who's first? Yes! That was reactions, by the way. I reacted on the 3rd frame of his drive impact because I'm a Street Fighter 6 player. Oh, damn it, I should have used the light one. No, ma'am. Oh no, it's down back. Bro, I'm messing everything up. I'm forgetting which button, which direction to go in. I just messed up the combo by doing 100 hand slaps with the wrong button. I mean, with the wrong direction. And then I did the level 1 super with not the right kick or punch. Damn it. We still won, but I'm a little bit sad that I dropped literally everything I could have landed. Dropped. Okay, okay. Lily. a bit of a more similar game plan to mine. She's got the things that fling herself across the screen and the command grab, so I guess we see who does it better. Hey! The second hit doesn't hit there sometimes? That's stupid. Oh! Ouch, nice. No! I went to do, somehow I keep messing up the input for the medium punch into that overhead chop. But then cancelling it into the command grab as well, and then I end up just fumbling it all. But hey, we're doing pretty good. Oh, wow. That didn't hit her out of the air? Whoa. Okay. She grabbing. No, taking your turn? We don't do that here. We don't allow that here. Taking your turn? No, we don't have any of those. No turns left, sorry. Kaboom! That was probably just chip damage. But damn, I'll take it. Oh no, this is sumo, he says, in my achievement. Oh, she's not having fun? Nope. My goodness, this guy's crazy. This guy's crazy. And crazy fun. Classic Honda round start. Classic Honda entire game. I couldn't even really tell if she was playing. Is that disrespectful? That's either because she was really not happy with how annoying I am, or I just played so well that you couldn't even tell what she was doing. Okay, and now Jamie again. Is it a new Jamie? I can't tell. We're on this stage again, so maybe it is the same one. Ah! That didn't knock him out of the sky? Armored headbutt, because why not? No! At least it's safe. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. Ouch, that's really punishable. Thanks for not punishing it. I appreciate it. Ah, no, I could have gone into the... No, I couldn't go into my level 1. Are you kidding? Thanks for the punish counter. I didn't deserve that win, but I'll take it. Ouch. My theme's playing in the background. I'm too distracted. Wonder how long I could have looped that if I went for the command grab. Bro, how do I not... I keep screwing up the command grab input. Come on. Yeah, there we go. That's cool. Me being really good at charge inputs. We did it. 2 charge buttons, 2 charge specials in a row. That's how we show off. I can do charge sometimes. Look at that degen face at this. Oh my god. haven't gone for this. And that was definitely not the right time to go for it, but worth mentioning that I should. Oh my god, and the sumo headbutt leaves me in the air if they drive impact me as well. At least at some time. That's pretty good, because then they don't get nearly as good combos. Nice punish. Ow, nice, caught me. Ah, yeah, okay. I don't know why. I get really, really anxious when I'm on low life, but I have to remember, all this drive gauge, it doesn't matter if I'm blocking. I'm not getting chipped out or anything. You can be chill. Damn it, that was meant to be a headbutt. I mean, a butt slam. No! There we go, now I'm actually playing Honda and going for the stuff I'm meant to be going for. Ow, but I'm also dying. Ouch. Dead. Oh. No. Ah, okay. I'll say I was too busy thinking about all the cool combos I could have been doing. But instead I was dying. Ah! Oh, I could have cancelled that as well, huh? That's my bad. Come on, he's in burnout. Don't let him beat me up in burnout. Ow, 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 so dead. Nice. Defense, pretty pathetic. Because when I don't have an invincible reversal, just what am I meant to do, he says. Ow. This guy's pretty good at hit confirming as well, most of the time. Okay, we did something, finally. Ah, punish counter, rude. I should just be more willing to go for my single pokes into Hunter Hand Slap. Yeah, like that, because yeah, I'm kind of only thinking of doing it when I chain them together. Ouch, 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 shut up. Oh, dead. Nicely done. Oh, okay, you let me survive for a moment longer. Oh, in the trade. No! Okay, well now we have to do another match. Oopsie, not my rules. I make the rules.
Here comes a new challenger.
Is it really the same Jamie again? Or is that just... Okay, there's just a lot of Jamies. Okay. Cool color, though. Oh, okay, nice. I was getting too much into the Honda mindset, went a little too degenerate. What? He did all of them? You madman. No man. Out of here. I mean, it makes sense because it's the first time I'm playing Honda, but I'm spending a little bit too much time fishing. Like, whenever I get at this, I've been fishing for that command grab a lot. But yeah, of course it's bound to happen. You want to try and see what works in different situations, what you can abuse. Clearly the headbutt and to drive impact is something I can abuse, but you know, I had to learn that. But clearly the learning's not going too bad if we're still able to get some okay combos into some okay wins. Nice job, Honda. Let's get one more, and I think we can call it a day. Butt slam! Nice block of the cross-up. Oh my god. It either goes extremely in my favor because I managed to do like 6 degen stuffs in a row. Oh my god, are you kidding me? How could I get that? That's ridiculous. Okay, couldn't drive him back to that one. Ow! Punish counter my jump in, nice. Thank you. Oh man, that could have been such a cool combo as well, and you had to go and die early. Anyways, I think we've played long enough to realize, hey, we're getting some wins, we're landing some combos and doing some form of pressure. It's certainly not anything that I would be proud of, but hey, I think it's safe to say we've let's learned Honda, and we were able to do some stuff. But I am actually really intrigued now to play him some more and actually really get good at using all of his awesome, he's just got tons of gimmicks. That medium punch into down forward heavy kick, all of the sumo headbutts, butt slams. There's so many cool things I want to test out more, but for now, we'll call it a day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.